what you do to ensure that you have a healthy and wholesome and exciting sex life. It has been fun, you guys. You're there opening the bonnet and removing parts and putting them together.
Are you living in the movies?
If you want to hear more about BDSM. Hi, welcome to MAWAZO. My name is Mombi Wanjiro and I'm happy to have you here. And thank you so much for your comments. You guys have been very, very nice for the DMs, for the comments on our videos, for watching, for subscribing, for telling your friends about us. We are very happy and grateful. So we asked you over the week, we asked you what you do to ensure that you have a healthy and wholesome and exciting sex life. And that's what we're going to discuss today. So karibuni sana as we have fun and learn together. And of course, you know I cannot do this alone. I am never alone. I am with my able partner, the beautiful, the amazing. Sasa, poa. Mukuchocha sana ndo jaini chocha.
How have you been?
I've been well. And umeinboxiwa?
Yeah, inbox.
It has been fun. You guys, mulikuwa mnakungoja. Where are you shy?
I posted some question in my handles, social handles, and telling you.
These guys were waiting for us.
You
guys have been waiting. You've been wondering who will come and do this, and we're here for you. So karibu sana. This is Nancy Kianda. Karibuni. Inbox imejaa hivi. Hey my dear.
And don't worry guys, because your huduma number is secret.
Yeah, we answer your questions anonymously. No one will ever know you're the one who asked or gave your opinion, or so don't worry. Your kinkiness is hidden and it's safe with us. Your secrets are safe with us. Hi, welcome back to MAWAZO. My name is Mombi Wanjiro. Here we are trashing taboos, claiming our sexy and owning it. And on today's topic, we asked you, what is it that you do to ensure that you have a healthy, happy and exciting sex life? And there's so many things. We got so many different variations, different and varied answers. Some of them crazy, some of them weird, some of them I could pick from and use, some of them I'm already using or doing. So I think the first one, personally, on a personal level, I would go for let me first approach the health aspect of it. I think for you to have a healthy and wholesome sex life, you must have a good relationship with your partner. They must make you feel safe. They must make you feel wanted and desired, because I think the main or most common aspect or need for a human being is to feel wanted and desired. So, do you make your partner feel desired? Do you make them feel weird or like it's a bother for them to ask you for sex? Does your partner feel beautiful in your presence? Does your partner feel safe? Safe in terms of it's not like safe like the doors are closed. The doors are locked and you can protect me in a fight, but safe in terms of, can they be vulnerable with the deepest, darkest fears with you? Are they able to communicate with you without feeling intimidated or judged? Or do they come to you and you make them feel stupid because probably what their fears are things that you do not consider fears, or you consider too petty or small? So yeah, I think first of all you have to be in a good mental, physical, emotional, psychological, healthy and wholesome relationship before you even approach the exciting and happy part. Because the excitement and the happy part is something you do when you feel comfortable in a place. And the way someone makes you feel safe will determine how comfortable you get and how much of yourself you open up and how much of yourself you choose to expose. Because sometimes you can be having sex with someone, but you're not fully there. You're not totally there. You're not. Your mind, your body is there. You're physically there, but your mind, your emotions are not intact, and you do not feel safe with this person. This comes to mind. What comes to mind rather is nowadays, especially with social media, there's a lot of body shaming.
Yeah.
There's a lot of body shaming. So does your partner body shame you? Does your partner keep picking at you and at things that that make you feel insecure with your body? And that is, you remember last time we were talking about how some people want the lights out under the covers. They cannot get naked in front of their partner. They cannot, get out of bed when their partner is awake, or So those are some of the things. So I think for me the most important part first is making sure you have a healthy relationship. Your partner can come to you with anything and everything without feeling like you're going to judge them or intimidate them. Then we can now move on to the other sexy, kinky, fun, exciting stuff. Once the health part is covered.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting, and to know that the healthy part and the sex, the exciting part of sex goes hand in hand with the one's psychological feeling, physical and emotional feeling. So how do we maintain that?
How do we maintain them? Okay, first of all, I think I mentioned previously, I feel like couples, male, female, whatever couples means to you, but I feel like most of the time we pay so much attention to so many other aspects of our lives. We are buying a car, so we sit down and discuss, we're buying a car, what make of car is it, what what model, what brand, what we are buying a house, where do we want to live, how many rooms should it be, how big, the paint work and all that. But when it comes to our sex life, we just hump on it, jump on each other, hump, and we just meet in bed, and if you happen to touch me, then it's on. If you don't, then we snore and sleep. So I feel like that the same way you give so much importance and a lot of time and attention to every other aspect, raising children, you sit down to discuss paying fees, what school fees, so many things you discuss about your relationship. Why not sex? Why not? Why not have a meeting like this? We sit down and we allow ourselves to be vulnerable and allow your partner to lay all their cards on the table, and you pick, okay, this one I like, this one I don't like, or maybe I don't like it, but maybe you could teach me to like it. What do you want? What do you want from this aspect of our relationship? And in that meeting, you should have what we call zero tolerance for judgment, zero tolerance for intimidation, because you cannot, I look at sex as not male and female per se, but I look at sex in this aspect. There's a dominant partner, there's a submissive partner. The dominant partner does not mean they have more power than the submissive partner. When you're submissive, your power is in giving away control. That is permission you're granting, that is power in itself. You're giving someone else control. When you're a dominant, you have been given permission. You've been given control, not necessarily power, but control. For these few minutes, or for these few hours, or in this moment, you are in control. Whatever you choose to do with my body, whatever I choose to give you, you set limits. You could set limits. This is how much I can do. This is how long I want to do this. This is how I want to be kissed. This is how I want to be touched. And in that case, you being a dominant, you know your role. Have you discussed your role? Are you just imposing because you're the dominant and you feel? And most people misunderstand dominance for power. That now you cannot tell me anything because you're my submissive. No. Being a dominant means you are the one in control most of the time. And before you even get to bed, you have to sit down and discuss what is it that you want me to do while I am in power, while I'm in control. What is it that you want me to do to your body? What is it that makes you feel good when I do or say? What is it you as a submissive, what is it that you can tell me or show me, or how is it that you move or touch me or kiss me, and and that excites me. So do you ever sit down and discuss that? Do you just watch things on movies and porn and wherever people get resources and wherever they do their research from? Do you just do those things and just come to bed and expect me to automatically just do something because you have started it? Do you ever wonder whether I actually enjoy role play? And that's another aspect of sex, is of keeping things exciting. Do you ever wonder whether I like it, missionary? Do you ever wonder that when you flip and turn me, do you ever wonder whether I like it? Do you ever wonder whether I like to be kissed on this side and not on this side? Do you ever sit down with your partner and ask them, what is it that you like? What is it that you don't like? And when your partner tells you that they don't like something that you really like doing to them, do you take it as judgment? Do you take offense in the fact that, okay, maybe you like kissing a lot, the tongue in the ears and whatnot? Do you ever feel offended that your partner has said that they don't like what you do? Or do you take it as correction? Criticism, even negative criticism, helps you build yourself. So do you ever sit down and think, why doesn't she like it? And if she doesn't like it, what is it that she likes? Because we said, you don't treat me the same way you used to treat your ex, right? I don't expect of you what my ex used to do. So I cannot compare you to my ex. I cannot sit there or lie in bed and expect you to do what my ex did, and I was like, oh, so and so never used to do that. Why are you doing this? So and so does it like this. So do you? Yeah, that's intimidation. Because you're not them. If they're so good, why are you not with them? Why are they now your ex? So although me, I don't have exes. So
it's okay.
And commercial break. So why is it that when our partners tell us, oh, I don't like this, you feel like, oh, she's offending me. Who is it that she's been sleeping with? Or who is it that he does this with that he now wants me to adapt to, to adopt it, adapt to it? So in that manner, when you sit down and discuss what you like, what you don't like, what you do that doesn't really quite feel good, it makes me uncomfortable, not just physically uncomfortable or painful, but mentally, psychologically, emotionally, I do not feel comfortable doing that. Are you going to be offended? One thing you need to know, at the point where we have allowed ourselves to sit down and have this meeting, you cannot take offense in anything I say. You cannot take offense unless I'm directly offending you, insulting or undermining or intimidating you. There's no need for you to take offense. Just because I said I do not like it, that does not mean it is you I do not like. Because you have to separate your emotions from your person. Most of the time you find that when someone says, oh, I don't like it when you do this, it means we take it to mean, oh, I don't like you. No, it does not mean that I don't like you. The fact that I'm willing to correct you means I love you so much, that I love you as a person, that I'm willing to allow you and give you time and space to correct this thing, that we can go on and move on with our lives together. If I did not want you, I would have broken up with you. You get? So can you separate your person from your emotions? And when someone tells you that they don't like something about you, don't take it so personally. Oh, they don't like me. They don't like, when they say, I'm sorry, when they say they don't like something about you, it does not mean that it is you that they don't like. So most of the time we take so much offense in that. So not taking offense. Have meeting.
Wow. But I think in that same, I agree with you about having meetings and sitting together and having that real talk about your bedroom matters. I think while at it, we should also approach it in a conscious manner. In as much as I want to be open to you and explain to you what I like and what I don't like, I understand that you are my partner. In as much as I want to critique you, I cannot critique you in the negative. But in the positive. Like I would say, I don't like when you grab me like this. I would appreciate if you did it like that, but not in the negative, but that I don't like that and just leave you like that without telling you what do I like then. So while at having that open conversation, it's good to be conscious of our partner's feelings. That's what I feel.
In that case, I think how you say it is more important than what I say. Because most of the time, and these women say this a lot, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So your tone matters. The tone matters. And then you don't call your partner randomly. When you're having an argument, it's like, oh, the way you kissed me yesterday, I don't even like, in the middle of an argument, that will come off so badly, so badly. And in that instance of you being offended, and of you being so mad that you're finding opportunity. Now you take to throw shade at your partner. Most of the time we feel like, oh, now because they are hurt. Now, I mean, now that because they've hurt me and when they're in a heated argument, now I start saying, even the way you lay on
so
me.
So the motive is to hurt them, not to
yeah. So in that moment, that's where I was going. In that moment, that is offensive. That is not correction. That is not good criticism. It may have worked better if in these meetings we said we're going to call each other for a meeting and sit down, and this is the one thing. And when we sit down for that meeting, we're not talking about our kids, we're not talking about how we have not paid rent, we're not talking about how we're going to buy a car or property. We are talking about our sex life exclusively. And be very raw, be very honest, because we said we are not going to find another partner to have sex with. This is something that you and I share, that you cannot share with anyone else. And if you share it with anyone else, I'll be very offended, and this relationship will be over.
Sure.
So if I am not going to do this one thing with anyone, you say I can buy a car with anyone, with my friends in Chama, we can buy land with Chama, I can buy a house with the Chama, we can buy a house with my parents, But sex, I cannot do it with all those people. You are the only one I'm going to have sex with. So why is it that I find it so difficult to sit down about this one thing that we can only share between the two of us? How is it so difficult for us to sit down,
even like
give time?
Points.
Yeah, just sit down and write things, discuss those things, come with your notes, say, okay, I've been researching on this and I think I would like this and this. Or last time you said you talked about this and this, and I think I could try, because there's no harm in trying. If you try and you don't like it, and that's fine. We move on to the next one. So why is it that we find it so difficult? Are you embarrassed to talk about sex with your partner, the only person that you're having sex with? Are you embarrassed? Is it embarrassing?
Sex by itself sounds embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing. Naming your body part, saying words like breasts, vagina. People will cringe. If you say that, people will cringe. Why? It is just like saying eyes. And also, it is part of your body. A vagina, a penis, a breasts, bottoms. You see, I'm even finding it difficult to say. But why is it that you find it so difficult to say those things? And this is someone who has seen parts of you that you cannot see unless you take mirrors and bend, I don't know in which style. There are parts of your body that this person has seen that you even don't know exist. You may know they exist, but you've never seen them, So let's normalize being very, very open. Let's normalize having frequent talks and conversations, and very, very open conversations. And on that note is where we can have, you don't have to do it at home, because it's like a meeting. You feel like it's a very formal meeting. Say go on date nights. Set date nights. What can you do on date nights?
So many things.
Like what? Where can you go on date nights?
Oh, you could find somewhere out in a restaurant. So many places to go for dates.
I feel
there are also movie dates.
Movie dates, dinner dates, just out.
Nyama choma dates.
Yeah, you can go to do nyama choma. My pasuka pale kwa gate. It does not always have to be expensive, because you realize your relationship is not someone else's relationship. You may afford holidays to go on vacations and whatnot, but there are people who are struggling to put food on the table. So not that date night does not necessarily mean going and spending a lot of money in a restaurant or spending nights in hotels. If you can afford it, well and good for you. But if you cannot, can
even have a walk in the
go take a walk. Go take a walk together, just sit somewhere. Go to Karura. It's only 100 bob. It's 100 bob to enter Karura. And just do things that, make your partner feel, or put your partner in that moment. I like to feel like it's just you and me.
Even the both.
Put your phones away. Easy simu. Put your phones away. Put your phones kabisa away, because I don't want to be telling you, oh, you did this, and then you're like this. I will feel like you're ignoring me. Like you'd rather be somewhere else than having this conversation. Turn your phones off. The world won't end when your phone is off for 3 hours or overnight or for 2 days. Put your phones off. Let your partner feel like they're the most important person in the world, that there's nothing else that matters in your life in that moment. Let them feel your presence, mentally, physically, emotionally. Let them feel your presence there. Answer them. Don't most of the time when we are correcting each other, let me call it correcting each other, we tend to speak to be heard. and we listen so that we can answer. Listen to understand, not so that you can defend yourself, not so that you can just give an answer to shut her up or shut him up. Give an answer when you have completely understood the question or the criticism or the correction. If you do not have an answer in that moment, you do not have to give an answer, because I am not telling you this so that you can just answer me. Do you understand? So sometimes I may tell you things, I may tell you, oh, I don't like this, oh, I would like to try this, and in that moment you're feeling like, this is too much, you know. It's okay to just tell them, let me think about it. Give me time to think about it. And when I tell you when you ask me to give you time to think about it, I don't want to be bugging you. No, I want you to tell me now. Just tell me now whether you want this or not, you know. Give your partner space and time. Let them go and think about it. Because most of the time, like in the case of arguments, sometimes you say so many things in that heated moment, and then when you go away, or after a couple of days, you're wondering, was it very necessary? You know, it escalates to a point where it wasn't necessary. Sometimes even in an argument, you need to first of all take yourself aside, mentally, emotionally, and think, is this worth this much of a reaction? Is this worth this kind of a reaction? So most of the time, when someone tells you, okay, let me go and think about it, okay, I'll think about it. And don't just say, I'll think about it all the time for everything that they say, just for the sake of shutting them up. Actually say it when you mean it. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Because most of the time you'll just be like, oh, okay, okay, you know. And that's very wrong. That makes someone feel like they're not heard. And also just answering them for the sake of answering them makes them feel like what they're saying is not important to you.
It's just a waste of time.
It's just a waste of time that I just want you to shut up so we can move on. You know, I have other things to do. Because creating the ambience for that conversation, and not just for the conversation, creating ambience for your sex life, for your partner to feel like this is a sexy moment, this is a romantic moment. Having the right kind of music, watching a movie together, just making the environment, even if it's in your own home or even in your bedroom, just making sure that the right ambience is created. It's very important, because you could come home, you're so tired, you just want to sleep, but then you come to the bedroom and there are candles, there's nice music, and suddenly you're in a sexy mood and you're up for it, which would not happen if the other partner had not created that environment. Wow. So apart from date nights, what else can we do?
We go back, we proceed then. On that, let me go back to communication and having conversations. You see, some partners get shut, especially if I communicate something to you and you attack me. Like if I say, I have seen some different style that we could maybe try, and you attack me on the basis of where you find who did you practice that with. You find that the other partner anakuwa shut. So next time, instead of asking you what to do, what you could improve on your sex life, ananyamazia tu. You find hata maybe amekataa kufanya kissing because I told you I don't like how you kiss me and you took offense on that. Mwingine, you find that they're even denying their partner sex because maybe I said, you know, nowadays I'm not getting to climax and you took that as an offense. Maybe kuna mtu mwingine huko umeonana na yeye anakupeleka huko climax. So you find that when I tell you something and you took it as an offense, nakuwa shut, and unapata it doesn't happen now often and inakata. How do you?
Okay, first of all, you see, that's why I said number one thing is health. Health does not mean you're not coughing, you're free of diseases. It's good to go for those tests and check, you know, jua hali yako. It's good to do your HIV routine, regular checkups, you know, for HIV, STIs and all that. But do you ever check in with your partner? Do you always just come to the bedroom and just touch me and expect me to just turn, you know, just turn me and, you know, do your thing and roll over and sleep? Do you check in with your partner emotionally? Because if you told me that you don't like the way I kiss you in a moment where maybe nimetoka job, niko na stress zangu, you know, or the kids are sick or something, and then you're like, but the way I don't like how you kiss. What is that? Yeah, I will take offense because of how my mood was, not because of what you said. Because I'd be like, okay, why you nayo umetoka wapi? That's why I'm saying you need to set apart time. You need to be very, very, very particular and deliberate about setting apart time where you can discuss those things. Because you just don't, okay, I'm cooking in the kitchen, and then you just come and tell me, but I don't like how you kiss. You know, umetoka uko na stress zako, you know, what is that? Or you just find him, he's fixing the car and like, I wish you can handle me the way you handle that car.
Oh, please.
What? You know, or I wish you'd give me as much attention. He's this nowadays gonna gaming. So he's gaming, and you're like, I wish you'd pay me as much attention as you give to your game. So those are like you're poking someone. You're poking someone. With time, those things create a lot of offense. And one day you'll be arguing and be like, oh, you even say, you know, that I don't kiss well. No, that is why I insist. Set time. Be deliberate about it. Have once a month. Twice every 2 months, or whenever it's convenient and good and you think it's good for you. Check in with your partner, always. By checking in, I mean when you're in a mood. I could come and ask, oh, do you want to talk about it? Are you okay?
Yeah.
First of all, I realize, that sometimes you ask, are you okay? And then you clearly can see they're not okay. But check in with your partner and ask them how they're doing. How mentally, how is work? Are you stressed? Is there something bothering you at work, at home, me, us, you know? Check in and see their emotional state. Because I could be going through something that you do not know, and then now you come and tell me, oh, you know, baby, last night the way you were doing it, I didn't like how you were riding me, and I start crying, not because of what you said, but now the universe is against me, and you have decided that in this moment you want to tell me now I'm even an unworthy, you know, sex partner. You see? So check with your partner and find out where they are at emotionally, mentally. Just check in and ask them, how are you doing? What is it that I could do to make you feel better? Do you want me to hold you? You're crying. Because sometimes, and this is very personal. I am a very emotional person. So I express, most of the time you'll find me crying. When I'm crying, I don't want you there. And if you're there, please don't talk. Please just don't talk. Especially if you're telling me, no, you will be okay. I will not be okay. I do not feel like I will never be okay. So just shut up and leave me alone. So check in and know your partner's love language. Okay, we'll discuss love languages. But know your partner's love language. Personally, if I'm crying, just hold me. Or if I'm going through something, I don't need you to come and quote the Bible and woye me. I hate being woyed because that makes me helpless. I hate feeling helpless and hopeless. And you'd rather be dead than hopeless, trust me. So when your partner is in a certain mood or in a certain state of mind, what is it that you do or can do? Sometimes I just want you to take me out for a movie, just shut up, sit there, let me sit here. Or sometimes, just leave me alone, give me time to go to the spa, go out with my girls and just talk to them, because some things I can talk to my girls about that I cannot talk to you, or to the boys about that you cannot talk to your partner. Just know your partner. And you cannot know your partner if you're not deliberate about setting time to get to know them. And for people who are married or have been in relationships for long, do you still date your partner? Bado nakatianga deme yako ama chali yako iliisha ama iliisha the wakati aliingia box you know hiyo story iliisha ikaisha hiyo manze dating katianeni, because hiyo kukatiana keeps me on my toes, keeps me feeling, you know, like a little girl, keeps me still in that, you know, in that puppy love state, keeps the honeymoon for longer. Because if your wife just passes by and you just punk her in her bottom, let me tell you, Maina. Just don't, you know, or your wife, or when she's walking around in a dera, like, sasa hiyo nini umevaa, you know, just can you observe when she's bending over to clean the house, or to, you know, when he's working on his car? Because most of the time, for people who are into masculinity, watching a man fix things, oh my God, it turns us on. Watching someone working, for me, for people who are sapiosexual, sapiosexual means that you are attracted to someone's intelligence. I am very sapiosexual. If I watch someone talk about their work, especially things I don't understand, it cannot be something I understand or something in my field. If I watch someone, like a mechanic, let's assume, or talking about engines and stuff, and you make and using that jargon, oh my God, oh my God.
you are a mechanic, please.
or let me say, I have, no, they will know who I'm talking about. But if I just watching someone in their elements, serious, I went to serious hapo, and I go up on a fixed gari, you know, fixed gari, unatoa, I'm like, as a woman, personally, I can drive a stick shift, I can drive, but I do not know the mechanical aspect
of it.
So if you come and my car is stuck, and you're there opening the bonnet and removing parts and putting them together.
Are you living in the movies?
No, I'm not living in the movies. I'm just saying. No, I'm not living in the movies. But it is true. Who does not like a man fixing things for them? Okay, not just a man.
By the way.
Okay, let me. In the case where I said I define sex in dominance and submission. When I watch my dom or my dominant do things for me. Okay, my love language is acts of service. If they can do things for me, not because I can't do them for myself, because it's independent, but just because they want to show me that they can take care of me. Because if you fix things, prepare me a cup of hot chocolate when I've come home or I've come out of the shower and I'm cold. Prepare hot or after sex. It's something after sex called aftercare. Aftercare, when you get out of bed, you come with a cloth and clean me, or take me to the shower and wash me. That will make me want to start again. Even if we've had a session for 6 hours.
That should be
the fact that you're taking, because I can go to the bathroom and shower and wash myself and take a shower by myself, but you've taken me to the bathroom, you want to wash me. That shows me that you appreciate this body. You appreciate what I just give to you as your submissive. You appreciate the fact that I allow you to take control. You go to the kitchen and make me a cup of hot chocolate, or bring me a cold drink, or if you take alcohol, you bring me some whiskey, bring me a glass of wine. That I can do it for myself. But the fact that you're doing it, you can get it. You can get it, as Mutahi says. You can get it again and again and again.
Not those points.
Yeah, just not those things. And if you have someone in your life, and if you were all to be honest about these things, it's the little things that count. The devil is in the details. You can buy me a house. That is amazing, and I would love for you to buy me a house. Please, if you're out there and you're planning to buy me a house, thank you. So you can buy me a car. You can, take me on vacations. And personally, I love vacations. But those little things, personally, I value aftercare, because when we continue and get now to the kinky aspect of excitement and healthy sex life, when you get to things like BDSM, I don't know if you're ready for this. I don't know if you're ready. You're not ready. You're not ready. Yeah. So if you get to aspects of sex like BDSM, the submissive sometimes gets very, very exhausted, very, very mentally I don't know what they were, exhausted. Let me just use exhausted. That they actually need you to take care of them. They get tired. They get, from the things the dominant does, they get just one. Yes, thank you. They get worn out, completely worn out. So if you're not going to do aftercare, you just leave her. Oh, so umemaliza, you roll over and rota. First note, she did that for you. She allowed you to take control, because you can also change the roles, reverse the roles, and become the dom as a submissive, and use dom. You don't want to just be left there feeling like, okay, so now you got what you want and that's it. And you just, can you take care of her? It's not even about buying her stuff and whatnot. Just, can you just for a moment just cuddle her, hold her, just let her know that you appreciate what her body just did for you. Let her know that you appreciate that she would actually surrender her body to you to do as you please. So guys, if you want to hear more about BDSM and much more kinkier sex, let us know. But moving on swiftly, because I realized I have changed course and now we are going deeper and deeper. But if you want, after trashing taboos, we are not ashamed to talk about BDSM and all those kinky things. We're going to talk about toys and
just tell us.
Just tell us what you want to hear, because we can even bring things to demonstrate. Yeah.
But most importantly, keep those points. Don't just listen, make use of them. Go try with your partner the aftercare and see whether there will be changes.